What's going on, guys? Out here on the lake, perfect day for fishing, trolling motor out. Figured why not do a video? And it's something I've been thinking about since recently acquiring my outboard. And it's kind of something I've been thinking about, electric versus gas. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm talking about it, because a lot of the tournaments that we've had with our little electric John Boat Club, a lot of times we'll be having a tournament the same day that the bass boat clubs will be out. And ironically, one of the things that we've seen is that our sacks that come in are bigger than theirs. Not to say that we're better fishermen, not to say that we got better gear. It's just, I think that as a John boat fisherman, and really specifically as a electric fisherman, you really have to grind it out. And I'm distracted, they're breaking over there. You really have to grind out your fishing. And I say that to say, like in this area that I'm fishing right now, I'm on falls. I don't know how big this area is, but I've been out here in my huck fin boat, and there's plenty of spots that I've got marked where I've caught decent sacks. I mean, 15 plus sacks. Now that I have the outboard, I can shoot, I'm not flying again. I'm only doing like 12, 13 miles an hour, but I can shoot, 12 miles up or down the lake. Now, on this lake, I'm on Falls, which is, I think Falls and Jordan are both at about 13, and that's two of the lakes that I go to, or that we have tournaments on. So, but then you have lakes like, another lake we do is Mickey's only like 480 acres. And then you have your larger lakes like Kerr and Gaston, which are 20 and 50. So, the point I'm trying to make is, as electric fishermen, we're limited in our range. And, I'll kind of tell you a quick story. I was fishing a tournament, end of the day, my battery was running dead, and I was coming back to this creek channel, major creek channel, which I had seen a lot of bait in, and I said, I was going to another spot, but I said I'm going to hit that on the way back. On my way back, as I'm getting ready to come into the creek channel, bass boat comes in, zooms in front of me, and he's in there. So I'm like, okay. So, I didn't have a whole lot of options. I wasn't going to go back to my spot A, which took me 40 minutes to get to. It was nearing the end of the tournament, so I kind of just milled over and started flipping some bank, and within 10 minutes, God, they're breaking. Within 10 minutes, he came flying out. So I motored in there, and within 10 minutes, I had a 15-pound sack. Found a schooling fish. They were out there where I'd seen the bait, and so I won the tournament. My point is, probably had I had a bass boat or a gas engine, I might have been more inclined when that guy cut in front of me to say, the heck with it, and zoom out to another place and start trying to work another place. But because I was limited in my range, I stayed there and went back to that area where I saw fish, I believe fish to be. So I guess the point I'm kind of trying to make is, whether you're trying out a new style or a new bait, or even just fishing in general, the one thing as far as us with electric is we really have to break down the lake with a fine-tooth comb, because we're only going to be able to fish so much water. So when we do catch fish, we do tend to look at, all the specifics: water temperature, am I near the creek channel? Am I near any type of structure? Is there current? All that. In saying that, I'm saying you and me, now that I have a gas engine, really need to break down your water more. And that's why I'm so adamant about the side view imaging, is because I'm really more specifically a spot fisherman than running and gunning and beating the banks and stuff like that. I'll pick out my spots. I try and find spots where I know that there are fish, and just go back and forth between those. But again, in reference to what I was saying about, running and gunning, and sometimes, killing a lot of time back and forth and everything, and sometimes leaving a spot when there are fish, just because you don't catch fish within the first, 15 minutes or even half an hour sometimes, it might be that you need to change your style, change your bait, your presentation. There's a number of different things that could affect you not catching fish in that area. And so, if you're getting out on a lake and maybe you're trying, you're new on the crankbait or whatever, and you're not getting fish or everything, change some things up. If you're on a creek channel, change the way you're hitting the creek channel. If you're going deep coming up, flip it. Go out deeper, throw up on that ridge, and come down. And try some different things, but it's not always necessarily that the fish aren't there. And so that's just one of the things I've been thinking about. Like I said, now that I have a gas engine, it really does, and you guys with bass boats, it really does open up a wide range of where you can go, of area that you can cover. But it still gets down to sometimes grinding it out and really finding where those fish are. They say that 90% of the water doesn't hold fish, or at least the fish we're trying to catch. I don't know how much truth to that there is, but going off of that, there's a limited amount of water where you're really going to fish. But I take that 90% and I break it down into an area like this. From that bridge to that bridge, it's probably about 2 miles, maybe 1.5 miles. And so I take this area right in here, like I used to do with my huck fin boat, and I break it down. I look at the creek channel, I look at the river channel. I've fished over there where there's some flats and some humps, a couple islands that come up. And I take all those into consideration. I practice different styles and different techniques in different areas and stuff like that. But I still concentrate on this area because it's big. And it's funny, while I've been sitting here and coming out, I've seen 2 of the same bass boats zip back and forth twice, going down towards the Eno River, going under the bridge, and then going back towards the main river under here at Cheek Road. And I'm just like, where could they have been going where they just got to an area and they were like, nah, and took off? So it's something to think about. It's definitely on my mind, because I've been all over the map looking at what I could do as far as fishing and areas I can now cover. So thought I'd pass a little bit of information on, and hopefully it'll help you guys out. Talk to you later.